While you're watching, I'm going to talk at it. One of our brightest footlights was extinguished this fall with Tineke Ouwinga's passing. While we're all allowed to carry our scripts in deference to our aging graves, Tineke always memorized her lines. Move it back, out. She was a dedicated and enthusiastic player who kept us all on our toes, and she is sorely missed. Now, with apologies for any mispronunciations and bad accent, I'd like to say something to Tineke in Dutch. Wij bieden onze prestaties aan u te geugen. Tineke, bedankt voor alles wat je hebt bijgedragen aan senior players. Rust en vrede. And here's what I think I said. We're dedicating our performance tonight to your memory. And thank you for all that you've done in the past for senior players. Rest in peace.
I was asked to say a few words, and so I prepared a few remarks.
So typical.
Carol and I had the real pleasure of getting to know Tineke as a friend, and Tineke was probably the least selfish person that I've ever known, and I think that it was odd that she came along when she did into our lives, because my mother was sick, and the only person that would come over and visit my mother was Tineke. And Tineke would show up and come in and sit with my mother. And I thought at first that she just did that to be a companion to my mother. But Tineke was just curious. She was just a very curious person. And she wanted to know everything about Mom and what she did. And in the process of her taking this time with my mother, it also freed Carol and I up to do things that we found important, like doing the senior players. And I think that Tineke knew that as well. But she was a very curious person, and I remember one day shortly after we did the porch plays in 2010, she said to me, she said, I really like acting, but I never know how people take it, if they get the meaning out of what we're doing, or how do they think that I did. And you know, we always used to support each other and tell each other, did a great job. But she was always wondering if the audience, how she connected with the audience. And I was just curious, how did she touch you guys? That you folks that saw her. One word.
I liked her very much, and I had taught her children in kindergarten, both of them. And she said, my daughter told me, Mrs. Cross, that she wanted to get out of Bethel when she was getting ready to graduate. And she said, you know where she is? She's over in the woods out past the Tiger someplace. But she tends to, that's her job, I guess, to do entertaining and stuff with the restaurant.
There you go.
But she stopped, we only had one accident, my husband and I was working. And she stopped with her mother, was visiting, and they stopped, and they got chatted somehow with my husband, and she thanked him for you coming in and you saved that town and more too. And that was really touching.
There you go. And I think that the thing about Tineke is that Tineke touched us all in much the same way, because every one of us knows Tineke that way. That's but I guess I used all the words.
Tonight, we, the hodgepodge of thespians called the senior players, are feeling the hole in our hearts that Tineke's passing has created. She was a member that year after year created foundations of cohesion to build bonds of trust among her fellow thespians in order to create lasting memories in our lives, as well as the many of you who have witnessed these performances over the years. This loss has been difficult for many of us and you. She meant a great deal to so many. Her boundless energy and spirit is a testament to what we should all emulate to become. The photos above me, I am sure you will remember. She took on many roles that had nothing to do with the other. She simply dove into each one of them in order to become the best character that she was able to be. She sought out her fellow actors in order to make the production compelling and riveting, even if that meant that we would occasionally, or in my case, most often, go off on the tangents of improv. Somehow we always got back to the original script. She had the skills to make the audience believe that the improv was all part of the show. I hope now that you will raise your imaginary wine glass and toast to Tineke, break a leg, make them laugh until their stomachs ache. Thank you for coming.
Okay, so you've heard all of the people who've been around here for a long time. I've only been involved, living up here for 5 years, involved in the show for 5 years. But the reason we're having this show tonight is because Tineke told me, even though I wanted to not do it, that I had to. And she even spent the month of March reading plays so we could find stuff that we can do. And she told me that she didn't think she was going to be able to have a part in any of the plays this year. And I don't think I fully understood it then, but I decided that she really does deserve to have a part in these plays. So, tonight, Tineke, this one's for you.